Welcome to Robin's house. I am working on my Poppin By Scrap with Robin layout. So I used the Poppin By die cuts, but not the stamp set per se for this layout. And so the die cuts are the popcorns. I used the popcorns on this one because everything on here is kind of Cricut cuts and a little bit big. So this little teeny tiny tub of popcorn and those stamps were not good, but the popcorn pieces themselves were perfect. So I kind of did it in the same feel as the Poppin' by Cards with Robin kit that I did. So I'm using the same colors and in some cases the same papers. Just to keep everything kind of fun and cohesive, I guess. But I really love red, black, and yellow together. You know, Mickey Mouse says it's perfect. So this layout isn't very tricky per se, but it is tricky because it has it has paper. Okay, so there was only 6 inches of paper available for this. So you have to make sure when you're putting your film strip down that you cover all of the paper. So the paper is probably just barely below this line here. Additionally, I had a limited amount of this paper. So by having it no paper underneath this film strip, you can stretch your paper a little bit farther than you would normally be able to do that. So what this is doing is helping to keep you thinking out of the box in, okay, these are the papers that I have and how can I use them? So adding this extra, it doesn't always have to be a film strip. It could be just a set of photos or a set of papers or just a regular old stripe, you know, a racetrack, but something that's cutting through your papers, which enables you to stretch limited papers a little farther. So this is a good idea to put this together at the same time with your papers together because this piece here is impacted and this piece here is impacted. So you want to make sure that your film strip covers each enough to get away with your layout. So it's very fun. And when I assembled my film strips, I only put, so a film strip is a block of 4 film strips. So I glued it in the middle one and on the end one. So in the center, I can still stick some photos in here if I wanted to. And then I also left these, once I get my photo in, can be secured down. And you don't want to forget to do that on both sides. And then also, as I was putting my Cricut cuts together, I've put them on top of a photo, but I did it in such a way where the photo can still go on that. And then you can stick those down with the puffies. So these are intended to have your 4x4 photo on top of the white and on top 4x6 on top of this white. So you don't have to cut your photos down to do that. And all the rest is just however you wanted to do it. I'm kind of making the movie as if it's shooting the movie. I used yellow popcorn. I just thought that was like butter, the butter for the popcorn, and that's why I used it around. But I've also got some darker dots in here, and I just wanted to highlight the movie reel a little bit, so I added some shimmer to that. And I just love these silver foil paper for the film strips. So anyway, a fun movie night photo to help you think outside the box a little bit when you have limited paper. So thank you so much for watching. Happy crafting.